morning. Again, if you have a mat, make sure you grab it. Otherwise, we're going to start on our backs. We're going to start on our backs. Palms can be up right next to the sides. Just laying here, allowing your body to just rest in this position. And noticing any tension that you might have. And then when you're ready, we're going to reach those hands above the head. We're going to do a full body stretch. So reaching those hands as far as you can, pulling the toes towards you, pushing the heels away, spreading to the fingers, and then relaxing back down. And again, we'll do that one more time here. Big inhale as you stretch, spreading the ribcage away from the hips. Spreading to the fingers, to the toes, pushing the heels away, and relaxing back down. We're going to tuck both knees into our chest. Hands can find the tops of the knees or the shins, and then maybe kind of you rock side to side. Try to tuck those knees nice and tight to your chest. Again, if you want, you can rock to side, kind of pressing that lower back into the mat. We're going to set both feet on the ground. We're going to cross that left foot onto the right knee. So we're going to make a figure 4 here. And then both of my hands are going to find the back of my right leg. And we're going to pull here. Nice little figure 4 stretch. Again, trying to pull that right knee into the chest while pushing that left knee away. We're stretching out that entire left hip here. Maybe do a few ankle rolls with that right foot, pointing and flexing, just kind of waking up that ankle. Good. We're going to set that right foot on the floor. We're going to keep our legs crossed, and then we're going to drop that left knee to the left side of the room. So a gentle twist here. That left knee can touch the floor, it can hover, whatever's comfortable for you. Go ahead and pull those knees back to center, keeping them crossed. We're going to drop them to the right. Again, that right knee might touch the okay. Just a gentle twist here, waking up that spine. Good, bring it back to center here. Now we're going to switch legs. So we're going to put that left foot back on the mat. Right foot onto that left knee, figure 4 on the other side. Both of those hands are going to find the back of the left thigh. And again, just gently pulling that left leg close into your chest. Actively pushing that right knee away. Now we're stretching out the right side of our hip. And then maybe you do some ankle rolls with that left foot, pushing, flexing, stretching out that ankle. Go ahead and set that left foot back on the floor, keeping that right knee crossed here. We're going to drop that right knee to the right side. Nice little twist here on the right. Good. Bringing those knees back to center, dropping the left knee to the left side of the room here. Again, nothing forced, just kind of allowing your body to fall where it is. Good. Bringing those knees back to center here. One last time, we're going to bring both knees into the chest. And then maybe rock side to side, massage that lower back, whatever feels good to you. Go ahead and set those knees or feet back on the floor. Those feet are going to touch, so we're going to allow our knees to fall open here. So a little butterfly pose, stretching out the inner thigh here. Again, soles of the feet are touching. And then I want you to interlock those fingers and then pull that upper body above the head here. Arms are above the head. A different stretch with that upper body. Good. Bringing those hands back to center here, folding those knees back in. So feet are now flat. And now we're going to do a bridge pose. So all we're doing here is we're going to drive those hips all the way up here, squeeze in our glutes here. And we're going to tap back down. Okay, driving through the heels, coming up. So knees, hips to shoulders, nice straight line. And then come back down. Kind of activating those glutes and lower back here. Squeezing at the top. A little bit of mobility in here, a little bit of strength. And we're going to squeeze. So come up and hold. We're holding this pose here. It's our bridge pose. Works our core, our lower back, our glutes, our legs. You might feel a burn. That's okay. We're waking up those muscles here. But slowly allow yourself to come out of that bridge. Relax those hips all the way down. Good. And then gently roll to one side. And then we're going to go into our cat's cow. So from our tabletop here, cat cow, just relaxing the belly, lifting the head, the heart, the tailbone, and then rounding up. Pushing those shoulder blades apart, stepping the head, the pelvis. And again, just moving between these two. Nothing forced here. Again, if one feels better to you than the other, maybe you hold it a couple seconds longer. We'll do one more each way here. Bringing that spine back to neutral. And then our left leg is going to come up here, right into a little lunge. Okay, so from this lunge position, I want you to shift those hips forward. So we're stretching out our hip flexor on the right. Both hands can be on the mat. Maybe you go a little bit lower. Maybe you get those forearms on the mat. That's too much. That's okay. You're holding here. Keeping that left leg in front, we're going to shift those hips back. Straighten out that front leg. Kind of sit back on that right leg. And kind of do a forward fold over that left. Now we're stretching out the hamstring on the left side. Maybe you reach for those toes. Maybe you get that knee all the way down to your nose. But we're going to do that each way one more time. So shifting those hips back up. Shifting that right hip forward. Stretching out those hips. Good. Shifting that right hip back. Straightening up that front leg. Reaching for those toes. So from this lunge, I want you guys to stay in this lunge with that left leg forward. We're kind of going to shift to the side. So then we're going to go into an inner thigh stretch. Okay. So from here, all you're doing is you're going to shift those hips back. Okay. Now we're stretching out that left inner thigh. Again, palms can stay on the floor. You can go down to your forearms. Maybe you lay all the way flat. I can't do that, but if you can, go ahead. Good. Going back up on that right knee, shifting back to that lunge. And now we're going to switch. So bring that left leg back, right leg is forward. And again, we're going to do that same little stretch on both sides here. So shifting that left hip forward, both hands are on the mat. Again, you can go down to those forearms, whatever's comfortable for you. You can stay at the top, or you can stay here, whatever's comfortable for you. We're stretching this morning. And then again, we're going to shift that left hip back, straightening out that right front leg. Nice little gentle forward fold, stretching out that right hamstring. Good, let's do one more each way here. Back to that lunge, shifting that left hip forward. Shifting that left hip back now, straightening out that front leg. Coming back up into that lunge, and then again, we're going to shift to the side. We're going to switch sides here. Okay, so again, shifting. That right leg is now straight. Shifting those hips back. Sitting back on that left side, stretching out that right inner thigh. Again, hands can stay on the mat. You can go down to your forearms, whatever's comfortable for you. Good. Coming back up, bringing those hips back up here. And then now, last thing we're going to do is we're going to go from a seal or like a high cobra to a child's pose. So we're going to kind of shift between those two. So we'll start in our child's pose first. So knees, hips, feet can touch or be apart, your choice. Extend those hands out in front of you here. And then all we're doing here is we're reaching with those hands. We're going to shift those hips forward. Push that core forward. And then shift back. And again, moving between these two, our seal or our high cobra and our child's pose. And if one of those feels better, maybe you hold it a little bit. Maybe you wiggle side to side, left to right in both of those. We're stretching out that core and lower back. Good, let's do one more of each, one more of our child's pose. Big stretch here. And maybe you move left and right. One more seal or high cobra, then maybe you move left and right. And that is it. We are done for today. Thanks for hopping on here. Hopefully you're feeling nice and stretched out. Other than that, have a great rest of your Tuesday.